Hey guys, welcome back to Evony with Genghis on server 68. So today I'm just going to talk to you quickly about setting Monarch presets. I've done this before, but it's one of the top questions I do receive, so I just thought I'd go over this. So as of now, this is my mounted preset, right? This is for mount. Now, if I go into here and I have them all saved. So I have a mounted setup, a wall setup, archers, ground, and they're basically all pure, right? So if that's ground setup, we can look at it. It's all ground. All I do here is I click on it, I click on wall, and then I click equip, and then it will show up. So here I have siege attack, mounted troop HP, ground defense. My archer setup, gonna click on it, right there. So that's my archer setup. Now, if I want to change one, so let's say I put siege HP on my archer setup, and then I click archer, it goes right back to archer and that siege is off. Now, the way to change it is, it's actually a little confusing. So what you have to do, you have to click on whatever you want. So if I click on archer, so I'm going to equip archer. Now, let's say I put siege here. The way to change this and make this my archer gear is to click on archer and now click edit and save. So now I just changed that archer gear, and I'll show you by doing this. So I switch to my mount. Now I'm going to go back to archer, and if I did it correct, it should have siege HP. And there it is, siege HP. So now I'm going to change it back. I'm going to put it back on archer gear, archer HP. And now I have to click on archer or whatever I want, edit, save. And now we'll go back to mount. So it's there. Mount is good. Let's see if my archer saved. And it did. So one thing you're going to notice is when you compose, so if you go to compose, and if I composed all these and I got a new piece, if I got it up to level 10, if I got the defense for ranged troop to a new level 10 in my case, it would not save. It would mess up that saving, and I would have to do that all over again. So the reason you want these is before you do an attack. So mostly this is for PvP, like almost entirely all the time I will have this set on mount. Now in Battlefield, I'll be changing it all the time. Normally I'll enter Battlefield with my wall defense in case anyone wants to take a quick shot at me. I'm set up. And then I'm sitting there, I'm rallying, or in other alliances if we don't rally and we solo, I'll just be sitting around in my archer gear. And that's the gear that you attack the most with in PvP. Regular server play, I'm in mounted gear all the time. And then in Battlefield or regular PvP, if I scout someone, I see they're weak against ground troops, I'll switch to ground. I'll switch to wall. I'll switch all over the place, switch to siege. Now the one thing is this Ares gear. I think I pronounced it right that time. I always say Ares, but everyone corrects me and says Ares. So if I switch to this, the only time, and I really like to get a level 9 out of that, the only time I really keep myself in this Ares gear is if I don't know what's going on or too much is happening. Like there's just so much action near me. Maybe we're rallying a ground, an arch, a mount, a siege all at once, and it's just too hard for me to change Monarch gear in between. I'll just sit in this and be like, you know what? Rather than having one good set of gear, one proper set of gear, and then 3 that aren't accurate, I'll just put this on. I'll take the slight hit, and you can see the difference. So level 8, we'll go to a different one because let's get a level 9. So level 9 Ares troop defense is 36%, but all the other ones are 60 at the same level 9. So, but I get 36 times 4 here, right? So I'm actually getting 44%, but I don't get the whole numbers, the flats, so it can be debuffed. But that's generally how Monarch gear works. It's generally what your desire would be in terms of PvP and why you would set it up. And you should order these. I should probably actually change these around again because I use Ares the least, so I should probably put it at the bottom so I don't have to scroll as much, and they're all there. And you can have all sorts, you can add more combinations. I wish Evony would actually connect these to your presets. So say you make an archer preset. So I'll show you my archer preset right now. Just looks like there might be some important rallies for me to join. Let's get in these as they are happening. I'll show you what, this is on my dream list of Evony quality of life upgrades. I really wish they would. So I have an archer preset right here. I wish you could tie in a Monarch gear with it. So Monarch gear preset 3, that's my archer one, and tie it in here. So anytime I change, it automatically changes. I think that would be nice. But anyways, that is how Monarch gear works. Basically have it in defense if you're sitting there and you're vulnerable. Otherwise, change it to whatever you want to do on attack. So this is Genghis, server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.